Yo guys, what's up? It's Blackheart here and welcome to a new video. So, as you probably know already, I managed to bring every card at GOD in Season 2 and you know that I did this amazing result already in Season 1 and I managed to do the same in Season 2. Of course, as always, when I did this achievement even the first time, I made a tier list explaining all of my positions and how difficult every character was in Tekken 8, in my opinion, in Season 1. And now I'll do the same for Season 2. So I hope you enjoyed. I did it live yesterday, but I want, of course, to summarize all the stuff that I know and that I said here on a video, so you can enjoy in a shorter format, let's say. And basically, what you can see here is how hard these characters have been from high tier, so from number 10 to the most stupid card in the game that I think it's Anna. And I don't think I have to digress much more on that, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree, guys, but yeah, there's nothing much more to say. So, basically, how are all these tiers done? So, like the tier 10, 8, 9, are the very hard characters, hard and very hard characters. Instead, the ones going from 7 to 4 are like, let's say, intermediate characters in terms of difficulty for me, and 3 to 1 is the easiest characters for me to play. And the differences between each tier are very minimal. For example, if we can go, let's go straight to the point, and I'll talk about these characters not for long, okay, guys? So if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, okay? On Devil Jin, what can I say? He has been revealed as the most difficult character for me to play because his neutral is a little bit weak compared to other cards in Season 2. He's very gimmicky, like he's very strong in it, but of course you don't play this game with it only. And of course without it, his neutral is kind of whack, if I may say. So that's something that I noticed, and I gotta say that with him I struggled a little bit. So yeah, I think he's the hardest card in the game, and for a long time I wasn't able to to manage to rank up with him. So yeah, he has been revealed a tough challenge for me, but we did it, of course. He's stronger than Season 1. But still a little bit complicated to make him work at higher level because, his poking is not the best and so on. Then number 9, very surprisingly, I struggled a lot with Dragunov, surprisingly, and most of people maybe won't agree on Dragunov tier, but honestly I place him as one of the hardest characters to play in Season 2. Why? Because he's very easy in terms of game plan, but the fact that he's been nerfed so much from Season 1 really limits the way you can play and the way you can win with Dragunov in Season 2, honestly. And if you don't believe me, try yourself to bring this card to GOD in Season 2. It's actually harder now, because his broken tools from Season 1 are nerfed, or they are not usable anymore, so you have to play much more fundamental with him now. And Dragunov's fundamentals are good, but QCF4 has been nerfed. All of his most broken stuff, like back 4-3 doesn't launch anymore. His heat is kinda weaker now, and the roll stuff is kinda gimmicky compared to other stuff that characters got in Season 2. QCF4 doesn't hit grounded anymore. Like, got a lot of nerfs on his most important moves. So that's why I think that right now, as a character, is much more technical and much more difficult to play at a high level. Again, that doesn't mean that the characters are weak, of course, but you need a little bit more brain, in my opinion. And that's how I felt playing him, of course. Another surprising position is Xiaoyu. Of course, you know that I hate Xiaoyu a lot, like I despise the character. I don't respect the character too much, but I gotta be honest with you guys, she's hard. She's hard because she's a very tricky character, very specialist-based character. So you have to know your stuff when you play Xiaoyu. You have to know your stuff. Like, you cannot like completely mash and win, let's say. She's very unique as a character. She has a lot of unique things to her only. So that's why I think that she deserves some recognition. It's not easy to play with her. It's not easy to win with her. It's one like, for example, if you watch my promotion video with Xiaoyu, I was basically hardly breathing. Like, it was a very hard experience for me. So yeah, I think she's a technical character to master, let's say. She's very gimmicky, but you need to know her gimmicks. You need to know her mix-ups and so on. And now Heihachi and Kazuya, I'm gonna talk about the Mishimas together because basically there are some similarities. I found a little bit more trouble with Heihachi than Kazuya because I think that Kazuya's gameplay is more straightforward. It's very hard, of course, execution is very high. You know, you need to know your stuff with Kazuya as much as you need with Heihachi. But I think that Kazuya's gameplay in the long run is a little bit more straightforward. Like, for example, the mix-ups, the Tekken 8 stuff is there, you know, with Kazuya. Like, everything is in its place. And honestly, I didn't super struggle with him. With Heihachi, apart from when he's not in Warrior Instinct, of course, I found some problems with Heihachi when he's not in Warrior Instinct, to be honest. Why is that? Because his neutral is, I think that his neutral needs a little bit more brain compared to Kazuya, to be honest. Like, that's what I feel, at least. Like Kazuya, you know, you just you know, with the wave dash, with the hell sweeps and so on, with the 442, that's super long range. Like, you have some good neutral tools to try and apply your things. With Heihachi, it's not always so easy. Let's say with Heihachi, it's not always so easy. Especially because in the neutral he has some clear weaknesses that Kazuya also has, but he has easier stuff in order to counter that. Like, I feel it was a little bit more harder with Heihachi. Except, again, when he's in Warrior Instinct. When Heihachi gets in Warrior Instinct, it's completely broken, we all know that, and he becomes completely stupid. And of course, that remains, like, honestly, super stupid character when he's in Warrior Instinct. But, of course, but at least with Heihachi, that lasts only one round. Kazuya in it is always stronger. It's always strong, Kazuya in it. Like, you can use him like this every round. Again, that doesn't mean that Heihachi is weaker than Kazuya, but I just found him a little bit more difficult. And now we go to a very important position. That's Hwoarang. Most people are you know, I kind of bamboozled by Hwoarang because they say, why Hwoarang? Isn't like he mashing to win? I think no. I think to get GOD with Hwoarang, you need to have a good understanding of how the character works, because it's very technical. It's a very specialist card. It has a lot of moves, like 150 plus moves. And you need to know how to place these moves. Like, every move with Hwoarang is essential, because at high level, players know the Hwoarang matchup. They know the Hwoarang matchup, so they're gonna counter you with steps, with movement, with you know, there is some counterplay. It's not completely free. The only broken thing that Hwoarang gets completely is down back 4. Down back 4 needs some nerfs, in my opinion, because it's too broken, but the rest is okay. So yeah, I think Hwoarang is mad underrated in terms of difficulty. Like, honestly, I found him kind of hard to master, to understand what he does, honestly. Thanks so much for the follow. Okay, I'm getting follows even off stream. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go on. Okay. Then we have Lili. Okay, so and tier number 7. Okay, so this seems a little bit stupid. Like, wow, Lili is so hard. For me, yes, honestly, because she's a very simple character in terms of execution, of course. But I found her tricky to play. Like, honestly, it wasn't super easy to bring her GOD. If you watch my win rate with her, she's super low, like one of the lowest win rates. I don't know why. Probably I don't kind of grasp the way she plays, because, you know, her neutral is kind of unique. Of course, she has crazy movement, but you have to know how to use her. Her hit engages, for example, are not completely free. I think there is a little bit of knowledge in order to play her well. At least, I don't know. That's how I found her. I didn't find her super easy. Maybe. I need, like, also the moves she has are all particular moves, like with particular properties. Like, I didn't think like she was super straightforward, let's say. And now we have Steve, of course. With Steve, guys, what is there to say? Everybody knows that the card is super difficult, but in season 2 he has been kind of dumbed down. I'm gonna lie. Like, Steve right now, it's much stronger than he was in season 1, and it's much more straightforward with all the Lionheart bullshit that I honestly don't like. Like, he has become a parody of himself, and I hope he's gonna retrieve his old gameplay and personality back, because honestly, I think he deserves much better. Again, good character, and I think he got really dumb in season 2, and that's a pity because he was a very cool character, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Um, and also Jin now. Jin. So speaking of Jin, guys, on Jin, I think that the character is still mad strong and mad easy, but especially in the first ranks, I struggled with Jin much more than season 1 because his stupid tools from season 1 are gone. 2-1-4 down to are gone. His most brain dead stuff, like also his I don't know, his stance 3+4 now is not like as good as it was before. The only really broken thing I think he has still is the hit smash. The hit smash at the warp spell from 3 kilometers is still there, and it's still kind of broken. So it's one of the strongest cards in the game still. But I found him a little bit more tricky to use in season 2 because you needed a little bit more brains. And yeah, so he has all the Mishima classic stuff like Hell Sweep and so on. And honestly, I found him a little bit more technical this season. So it wasn't like as straightforward to bring him to GOD. Maybe like on a second thought, I wouldn't think like he's a 7. Maybe he's a 6 maybe. But honestly, lower than that I wouldn't say so, because you need to know your stuff with Jin. It's not completely free. It's not a completely free character now, in my opinion. And Leroy. Now we have Leroy. So speaking of Leroy, guys, okay, so of course the character is very easy in terms of execution, like no particular things to say, but he's very tricky to play. Like he has his own play style, I think, with the hermit stuff, with the poking that's not kind of great, like he has his own way of gameplay, okay, I would say. And so, yeah, honestly, Leroy was kind of tricky to play in this season, to be honest. He's still very strong, he's still super strong, crazy strong, I would say. But yeah, compared to season 1, and of course he was also strong, he was also weak. Now he's not weak by any terms, he got buffed a lot. But honestly, I still found him tricky to play, okay? Like I don't think it's immediate that you play Leroy and you get to GOD. Of course, there is stuff that you need to know with Leroy. For example, his poking is not the best. Like there is some problems in his gameplay, I think. But again, super strong character, of course. I'm not gonna say no. Super strong character, and he's crazy. He's actually crazy. Okay, let's go on. Then we have Lee. What about Lee? Lee, guys, is I think a very overrated card in terms of difficulty, and also in terms of strength. Like some people say he's trash, he's low tier, he's unplayable. I don't agree, and I will say this once and for all. I think Lee is good. I'm not saying that Lee is broken. I'm not saying that Lee is top tier, but I'm saying that Lee can play completely normal in this environment. He has very good pokes, very good low pokes, very good counter. It's very good keep out, of course. He has crazy tools like 4-4-3 in the middle range. Like honestly, Lee is good. People downplay this card too much, in my opinion, and I found him way easier than the characters above. Honestly, like I had much more trouble with Xiaoyu than Lee, because Lee, I think, in longer sets and in longer gameplay is much more straightforward and people want him to seem. So I think that I didn't struggle much with him like I did with other characters. Honestly, 4-4-3 is a great move, one of the greatest mids in the game. I love 4-4-3 so much. One of the greatest mids in the game, so good. Now we have Reina. Speaking of Reina, honestly, guys, Reina, it's a character that, of course, is very strong. She's easier in terms of execution than the other Mishimas. That's why she's, like lower ranked compared to the other Mishimas. But, she still has some Mishima stuff that you need to know, like electric placement, hell sweep placements, and so on. Like, it's not completely free, as always. And also I think that at high level, people will sidestep you more if you try to approach more with Reina. Like she has some technical stuff that you need to understand on the character. Also, her stances are kind of complicated to understand because they're not like a completely free stance like other cards. There are some counterplays, but of course she got also very dumb in season 2 with down to 1+2, for example, and so on. So she's a little bit easier than season 1, but I think that she's not completely free. That's why I place her in tier number 7. And then tier number 6, Paul and Bryan. So I think Paul and Bryan are still very, of course, very interesting characters with a lot of technicalities, but I think much less than people want them to be. Like Bryan right now is broken with his fundamentals. Honestly, if you play only fundamental, Bryan is still gonna win because he has so many broken tools. QCB1, 1-1, QCF1 plus 2, heat is completely broken, damage is completely over the place, his combos do the insane amounts of damage every 2 seconds. Like, Bryan is good, guys. Bryan is very good. Broken, I would say, probably top 5. So the card is so strong that honestly, even if you don't do Tonjet Upper every 2 seconds, you're still gonna win, of course. You don't need Tonjet Upper to win, honestly. So I think Bryan is mad overrated in terms of difficulty, and in this season especially, it's way easier than you think to bring to higher ranks. Yeah, like you basically are deciding every 2 seconds, I wonder which broken move I will do now, basically. That's what you think when you play Bryan. I wonder which broken move I will do in order to make some damage, you know. It's crazy. Of course, he has some execution stuff, so that's why he's still number 6, and he's not completely brain dead. To be honest, like I don't wanna say he's completely brain dead. Like his punishment needs some skill. For example, the Jet Upper punishment needs some skill. But honestly, I'm tired of people overplaying and you know, saying that Bryan is so hard. I don't agree. And Paul, what about Paul instead? Paul, I think that is instead the contrary. I think Paul is much more technical than people want him to be. Like honestly, Paul is very unique in terms of game plan. He's easy. He's not like super hard. Don't get me wrong. Like I say he's an intermediate. Okay, intermediate in terms of difficulty. And again, I didn't struggle with him like this much, but honestly a little bit yes, because you need to understand how Paul plays, you know. Okay, like for example, the poking is not the best. Like he plays his own game a little bit, Paul. He plays a little bit unique compared to other cards. That's what I feel. Like for example, you don't play very fundamental with Paul. You play around big TEKKEN, big punishment, big mix-ups, and because his poking is not like the best. He has like the lows, the fast exchange lows are not like super good. Like you need a little bit of understanding of how he plays in order to do well on it, to be honest. Again, very strong card, super strong card, Paul. I just didn't find him to be as straightforward as the cards that I will see now in the down tier list. Now we have tier number 5. In tier number 5 we have Nina, Yoshimitsu and Raven. Nina, Yoshimitsu and Raven. Okay, so Nina is the opposite. Nina is completely brained in terms of fundamentals, in terms of poking and so on. But I felt like execution-wise she required a little bit more than other characters in my opinion. For example, I dropped a lot of her combos a lot of times. Like I felt like her execution sometimes required some kind of brains. Like the opposite of the cards I mentioned until now. Most of the cards until now are very easy execution, but maybe tricky to game plan with. Nina, the opposite. Very easy game plan, like honestly, broken poking into broken poking into broken poking into broken poking, but you needed some execution to capitalize on your damage, basically. Overall, she's very busted, she's very broken, of course. Nina is crazy. But you know what I mean, like she's not completely overtuned in terms of combos. You need to be good with her to do good damage combos. So yeah, I struggled a little bit with her. Yoshimitsu and Raven instead, I would say they are the same in the sense that also Yoshimitsu and Raven, very easy execution, zero execution. But Yoshimitsu and Raven need a lot of creativity. So again, game plan stuff, okay? Game plan stuff. Yoshimitsu and Raven, super strong character, super strong. You know, I think both of them are not weak, by the way, at all. But you know what I mean. Like both of these characters are very unique, very particular characters. Honestly, guys, they were the last guys I brought to God. Raven and Yoshimitsu, the last ninjas to bring God. And yeah, that's what I feel. Honestly, like they were very weird to play sometimes. Like you know what I mean. They have a very particular gameplay. For example, in the case of Yoshimitsu, of course, you know how weird the character is, you know, in what he does. And Raven, the same, because for example, Raven has very particular lows. You need to set up his lows better. You need to understand how his stance works, his back turn stance works. You need to understand his full crouch mix-ups and how they work. Like, you know, it's a little bit weird to play. So that's why I decided to place them this tier, because they're easy but interesting to play. And honestly, I thought with Yoshimitsu it would have been harder, but honestly I didn't struggle as much as I thought with Yoshimitsu. I struggled a little bit, but not as much as I thought. I think that it's still very strong, by the way. I don't think the nerfs really compensate for how strong Yoshimitsu is. He's not top 1 anymore, of course. But Yoshimitsu can do super well still, in my opinion. He still has the broken Yoshimitsu stuff, in my opinion. And so he can still manage to play very well in this game. And that's the Yoshimitsu placement. Then, position number 4 in its own tier list, Shaheen. Because Shaheen is very easy, very straightforward. But I don't think it's as easy as the cards I have at number 3 and so on. Like, I put him in a place of its own in 4th tier because I think that he's an interesting character. But you know, he got nerfed pretty bad from Season 1. He got nerfed pretty bad, guys. Now he's a shell of what he used to be in Season 1, okay? In fact, in Season 1, I thought he was brained, he was broken, he was stupid. Like, now I don't think Shaheen is as broken as he was before, because he got nerfed. He got nerfed on the broken stuff. So now he's a little bit more brain, but also very easy at the same time. So I didn't feel myself like putting him at tier number 5, 6, and so on, but I thought like he deserved a tier of its own. Okay, that's why I placed him in number 4. Again, very good card, very solid character, you know, he doesn't lack much. Shaheen doesn't lack anything, but you know, like, you need a little bit more brain now. Because all of the broken stuff he had got removed. So very good job by Namco, by the way. Finally, they made, like, I think Shaheen is the most balanced character in the game, in my opinion. It's a character that is strong, very strong stuff, but not completely brained every 2 seconds in what he does. And that's how you balance a character out. I think he's the perfectly balanced character in this game, Shaheen, right now. And now, guys, we are... first of all, honorable mention to Anna before I go on, so I won't speak about her anymore. Anna is the most broken, brain-dead, stupid piece of shit, completely broken on everything she does. Insane damage, insane poking, insane low pokes, insane everything. Like, completely... Oh, insane range. Like, everything Anna does is broken. So, I will say this honorable mention now before I go on, because Anna is the most broken card in the game. Completely zero skill, completely zero brain, and taking her to God is a piece... For someone that is good in the game, is a piece in the park, honestly. If you are a good player and you don't have Anna God, honestly, what are you expecting? It's a free God. Honestly, the freest God in the game, probably. And that's why I placed her in minus a million tier, because I think she deserves a tier of its own. And I won't speak about her anymore. Completely broken, completely zero skill, completely brainless, like just the most broken card in the game. And I hope they fix her soon, because she's unbelievably strong. Okay, let's go on. So now we have tiers number 3 to 1. Okay, so let's start with... So these are all easy characters. Easy characters, but with some kind of difference in terms of technicalities, okay? So again, all strong characters, all very strong characters, but there are some small differences. So we have position number 3, in which we have these characters that are Jack. Okay, so Jack, what about Jack? So Jack is particular in the sense that Jack is very easy, of course, very brained, you know, he plays with 2 moves, but you know, he has very shitty sidestep, he has some kind of little weaknesses, okay? If you hit with Jack, he hits like a truck. If Jack hits you, he hits like a fucking truck, of course. But you know, he has his own little weaknesses. He's a little bit weird to play also, you know. He's a very big boy. He plays around Gamma Howl a lot. You know, you need to know what you're doing with Jack. So, very strong, but you know, not completely free. Leo. So with Leo, you have to make a specification, okay? If I'm talking about Leo Season 2, Day 1... He's number 1, like he was number 1 on the tier list because this was completely stupid and brain dead how they made Leo in Season 2 beginning. Now, finally, they tuned back in the stuff that he had that was completely broken, and now Leo is far more honest. Okay, I'm not saying that Leo is weak, of course, as always. Don't think I'm saying Leo is weak. But, you know, Leo now is okay. I guess he has his own strengths, his weaknesses. He's very weak to sidestep. He's very linear. But, of course, Leo is a jack of all trades character. Like, he does everything well, in my opinion. Like, he does everything good. Like, he doesn't excel in anything. But with the things he does well, okay? So damage is good, combos are good, wall combos are good. But, you know, he's not completely brain dead like other characters, in my opinion. Now, okay? But he still needs some nerfs. For example, Bok 3+4 needs more nerfs, in my opinion. Still a broken low, man. Still a broken low, guys. It's still super strong. Okay, now Feng. Feng is one of the strongest cards in the game, in my opinion. But I didn't place him in tier 2 or tier 1 because honestly, guys, I feel that, you know, like with Feng, his bullshit got reduced from season 1. All of his bullshit got reduced, honestly, and so now it's a little bit more serious to play. But of course, guys, Feng is a menace, is a beast of a character. Honestly, everybody knows that how strong he is, and I think that a good Feng will always kick your ass. But you know, I don't think it's completely free like the cards that I'll mention later. Okay, like he has some little gaps in his offense. You know, his bullshit got nerfed, so I'm happy because of that. You know, and he needs a little bit of skill more now to play. Also, you have to be good with Kempo. Like you need to set up your good things. Because his bullshit got nerfed, especially in an environment like this. Okay, Feng sometimes can struggle more, in my opinion, and that's why I feel. That's what I feel honestly on Feng. So that's all about Feng. Fahkumram. So Fahkumram, I played Fahkumram in season 2 day 1, and it was of course the easiest GOD because no one knew the matchup. Now after playing Fahkumram a little bit more, now I can say with no doubt that of course he has strengths and weaknesses, and that makes him a little bit more honest than other cards, to be fair, of course, because most cards that we'll see number 2 or number 1 are even less weaknesses than him. So, you know, he's not completely brain dead. You need to know a little bit what you're doing about Fahkumram, especially if you're against a good player, because they're gonna know how to counter you. Because he's very slow, his movement is shit, he's very linear sometimes, he's very slow up close, like he doesn't have very good poking tools. Like, he has the weaknesses. He has the bullshit, but he also has the weaknesses. And I think he's also one of the most balanced characters right now. So very easy in terms of execution, like super easy now. Super easy in terms of execution, like nothing much to say, honestly, on Fahkumram. But you know, like he's not completely free to play, in my opinion. Okay, like if you meet someone that knows the Fahkumram matchup, you're gonna struggle. Okay, so let's go on. Now we have the bears. So we have, I'll talk about Kuma and Panda together. So of course, guys, what to say about Kuma and Panda? Easy characters, very easy characters, of course. Like, honestly, why would you say nevertheless? But in Season 2, as always, the broken characters got a little bit redimensioned, some of these characters. For example, in the case of Bears, so in Kuma and Panda, Kuma got the electric nerfed, you know, their bullshit got nerfed a little bit. The difference is that Panda in Season 2 received some major buffs, that made her more stronger than Kuma, in my opinion. Like Panda, for example, with the throw, hit smash. I think Panda's hit smash is better than Kuma's now, because Kuma's is very steppable. And, you know, instead Panda's one is more tracking, I will say. You know, like the Panda unbreakable throw, it's so stupid also. Like, that's why I feel like Panda is stronger overall right now. Apart from this, of course, they're the same character, and their toolkit is very good, of course, guys. I'm not saying that they're weak, of course. I'm just saying that, you know, like if someone knows the matchup now, you can do much more stuff against them. They're not completely free. If someone again knows the matchup, of course, that's what I'm implying, of course. Like if you don't know the matchup, you're gonna get cooked against Panda and Kuma, of course. But if you know the matchup, you know, guys, they struggle. I got launched a lot of... Like, imagine getting launched by Dumbeck 2, for Dumbeck 2, as shitty as low. Okay, let's go to tier number 2. So, tier number 2, we have plenty of characters, as you can see. Okay, so, now, tier number 2 are the easy brain-dead characters, but just a little bit less than tier 1 characters, okay? So we have Victor, and why is that? Victor is super straightforward in terms of game plan, super easy, okay? But Victor, guys, has weaknesses that other characters don't have. Victor, I think, is one of the most linear characters in the game, in my opinion. Like, if you step right, Victor, basically he dies to 90% of what you're doing, okay? So, you know, you need to know your thing with Victor a little bit. Again, I'm not saying that he's hard, because he's tier number 2, he's still super easy in terms of execution, in terms of wall carry, in terms of combos, but he's not completely free, okay? He has the weaknesses, especially if you know the matchup. He's unsafe, he has his lows are not the best, his tracking is a little bit shit, so yeah, that's why I think he's a little bit respectable more than other characters in my opinion. Like, I actually like Victor. He's a very well thought character in my opinion. Like, of course he got a lot of bullshit in season 2, that's why I put him in tier 2. Like, if it was season 1, probably I would have put him even tier 3 probably, because he's easy, but you know you have to know your shit at high level. Yeah, so I think very easy, but also with weaknesses. And okay, now we have, what do we have? We have Low. Okay, so Low, guys, a very brain dead card in season 2. Like, they made him super dumb in this season, and honestly, I would have probably placed him even tier 1. But like, I don't, as always, I don't think it's completely free. Like, tier 1 cards, it's very easy now. DSS is 0 skill, 0 execution to do. But you need to construct a little bit of his game plan. You need to construct this game plan a little bit. For example, with you know, with all the full clutch mix-ups, with the stance transitions, with the stance you know, follow-ups, with the stance transitions, you know, from while standing forward, from back 1-2 and so on. Like, you need a little bit of knowledge to play Low. I think in a good level, but he's very strong, very easy, and he has the most broken hit smash in the game. But I hope they will fix very soon, because it's broken. He's 14 frame hit smash, it's super broken, probably the most broken hit smash in the game. Probably it's absurd how broken it is. So yeah, but overall pretty strong card, don't get me wrong, a very strong card, super strong. Yeah, but I feel like he's not as brained as the first ones. Zafina. Speaking of Zafina, guys, we have to make another position for Zafina. If you talk about Zafina season 2, day 1, she was the most brained card in the game probably. She only played with back 1+2 basically. Now I think she's still mad strong, and they downplay Zafina every 2 seconds, in my opinion. They downplay this card every 2 seconds. Like, she's super strong, super broken in some stuff. Like, her mix-ups can be very annoying. She's plus frames every 2 seconds. But they nerfed the bullshit. At least they nerfed the bullshit now, as she still has the bullshit, but it's a little bit more counterable than season 2 day 1, honestly. And that's good. That's good, of course. But still, guys, crazy strong card, in my opinion. Very downplayed card, guys, in my opinion. Probably the most downplayed card in the game. And honestly, yeah, she's strong. She's strong and easy. She has a lot of bullshit, a lot of stance transitions that are very annoying. Her damage is insane if she gets you with the stances. Like, also now she has plus 20 million moves every 2 seconds. Like, it's a pain in the ass to fight Zafina, honestly. But yeah, she has a little bit more weaknesses now, so she's not completely brain dead. But yeah, that's the Zafina placement. Okay, then we have Claudio. Claudio, one of the easiest cards in the game, of course, by far. Like, he's very zero execution, 0 brain in some stuff. Claudio can perform very well with 0, like, with not too much effort, to be honest, Claudio. But guys, Claudio has because of the fact that he doesn't have many moves, sometimes he can become predictable, and being predictable in this game is not good, because let's say that these are the moves you have to play with Claudio. 60 moves, these are the moves, and sometimes to perform well with these moves can be a little bit tiring on the long run in higher ranks. That's what I feel with Claudio. Like, he's a very strong character, but you know, his lack of a lot of moves, like the fact that you always have to play with the same 3 moves, makes him a little bit more predictable on the long run. So it makes him a little bit more harder to play a little bit sometimes. Again, super broken, super brain dead, super stupid. But you know, as always, not completely free. Like, the card is in tier number 1, in my opinion. And then we have Azucena. So Azucena, honestly, guys, I feel like one of the most downplayed characters in the game. Azucena, she got insane buffs in season 2. She has one of the most broken wall combos in the game now. Insane stance pressure, and also probably the card that no one knows the matchup against. Honestly, like, I found her super easy to rank up to God level in season 2. No one knows the matchup. No one knows what she does. And she can perform very well in ranks. Like honestly, I think probably the card one of the cards that I had less trouble with ranking up, honestly, and that says something. Okay, definitely says something. Azucena is very strong. He has a nice poking. You know, like the stance transitions are there. The stance mix-ups can be there. And you know, like the conditioning she puts opponents into are really something else. Like she conditions you like crazy with the stance transition and with the stuff she does. But she's not completely free. Like she has some gaps in her offense. Sometimes it gets risky to play her. So again, very strong card, but with very small gaps. And now we get to the number 1 tier list. The number 1 tier list are made of the most brain-dead cards in the game, in my opinion. And yes, you're seeing June. Yes, guys. I think June in Season 2 is completely brain-dead. They made my girl a complete bitch to fight against and to fight with. Like, honestly, I don't even like playing June sometimes anymore. Because she's so stupid. The laser beam that hits from 3 kilometers, the install mechanic is so stupid and completely unbalanced with her. Like, honestly, she's dumb right now. She's very dumb. I'm so sorry to say. I don't like Jun anymore. I'm still gonna play Jun because, of course, it's my main. I like the design of the card, but gameplay-wise, they destroyed the identity of the card, and that's something I'll never forgive them. I hope they will try to revert the changes they did to Jun in Season 2 because they are complete shit, and they completely denaturate the nature and the essence of the character. It really shows they don't know what Jun is supposed to be played on. Jun was a defensive card. Jun was supposed to be a card that was based around fundamentals and not much gimmicks apart from the Kanken. Now she's only gimmicks, only bullshit. Like she plays like a fucking Dragon Ball character, and that's very disappointing because she was never supposed to play like this. So yeah, I hope they will change her because honestly, the way she is now, it's not Jun. It's not Jun, it's something else. The laser mechanic is the most stupid shit I've ever seen in my Tekken career, probably. One of the most stupid... Like, honestly, and it's very rare that I see something so stupid in a game. And honestly, like, I'm bashing her every day in order to make them change what she's become. Because it's not her, guys. It's not her. So, I hope they will hear from me. I hope they will hear my cry and they'll try to do something to Jun. Because it's not Jun. It's just not Jun anymore. Then we have King. King, again, brain-dead card in my opinion. Like very, very overrated in terms of difficulty right now. He is crazy strong in everything he does. Crazy fundamentals. Now he has homing throws. He didn't get nerfed much from Season 1 beginning. Like his wall combo is completely broken and the Oki after the wall combo is completely broken. Like honestly, tell me the weaknesses this card has. Probably none, probably. Like this card doesn't have weaknesses right now. Probably the only weakness is the lack of movement. The rest, honestly, it's unbelievable. It's very easy. Honestly, you don't need all the chain throws to rank up. Honestly, you don't need all the chain throws to rank up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It was super easy. Probably, guys, my easiest card one of the easiest cards to bring God. I had like a 80% win rate with 85-86% with King. It was unbelievable. Brain dead, easy and strong. Now we have Lidia. Guys, you probably saw my Lidia video already, so I don't know what to say more. Crazy character, very downplayed. No one knows the matchup. She has insane offense every 2 seconds, especially when she gets to the 3 install mode. She becomes a beast. Probably the most underrated card in the game right now. When she gets to the 3 install, she becomes completely broken. I had like 18 win streak with her in ranked. Like she's a perfect online card because she meshes like a maniac every 2 seconds. What she does most of the time is just mash, honestly, and win. Of course, she has gaps in her offense. Of course, there's ways to counterplay her, but most of the times you get yourself into her conditioning every 2 seconds in what she does, and it becomes really frustrating to play against her. So very underrated card, one of the easiest cards to bring God, in my opinion, like in my experience. So it was super easy to bring her God. And honestly, I will never try to touch this card again because she's so broken. She's so stupid, not broken. Broken in terms of neurons to play, like 0 neurons to play this card. Like I'm probably the number one Lidia hater on the planet, probably. Like, I just don't like her. Don't like the design, don't like the way she plays, don't like her voice, I don't like anything about her. I respect that, like, the design is cool. The design is very cool, but that's the only thing cool thing about her, honestly. The design is very cool, and that's it. And then we have Asuka. Oh my god, what Asuka has become in this game, guys. Oh my god, man. Asuka, honestly, I played her when it was Season 2 beginning. Now she's a little bit more balanced, but still broken in my opinion, because down up 4-1-2 is still broken as a move, but it's a little bit more honest than now. So what to say about Asuka? Crazy mix-ups, crazy gorilla gameplay. She's Jun on steroids. Like, she's Jun, but even better, because she has the good defensive options and with like Jun has, and then she has also crazy Tekken 8 stuff. Up 4-1-2 is broken. Running 1+2 is completely broken. Down 1+2 is annoying as fuck, especially on mix-up. It's like she's a perfect gorilla mix-up character. The damage is all over the place with her. Like, she deals insane amounts of damage, and it's fucking unbelievable. Like, she's crazy. She's crazy and needs some nerfs, in my opinion. Eddy. Eddy, very easy execution, as always, guys. A very easy execution character. Like, honestly, like zero brains to play Eddy in terms of combos. And honestly, also the mix-up in this season are very strong. Like, Eddy got buffed a lot, guys. I'm not saying he's super strong, because I think he still has some gaps in his offense. Like, you can still punish his bullshit a little bit. But now, guys, it's Eddy Season 1 on steroids with the mix-ups. Like, all the, you know, the Mandinga stuff that is even better than Season 1. Mandinga back forward and now launches on install mode. Like, is so good in terms of pressure. Like, he really can destroy your mental a lot. And I think is super strong. Super strong. And you know, like, also no one knows the matchup online, so it's kind of easy to rank him up. He's very easy execution. Like, I think one of the most brain dead cards in Season 2, probably. Okay, guys, and then we have the last characters. Honestly, I'll speak about all of these characters together because they share very similar things. So Alisa, Lars, and Clive. Okay, so Clive is my main. Alisa, one of my mains. Alisa and Lars, my fucking god, what they have become in Season 2. Honestly, guys, I have no words to describe these characters. Especially Alisa and Lars. Jesus fucking Christ. The most brain dead characters I've ever seen in my life. Zero skill, zero execution, only mashing. Stance transition every 2 seconds. Plus. Alisa with the chainsaws and Lars with the Den 3 and so on. The most brain dead characters ever. They continuously force you to guess into mix-ups, and in which you cannot do much apart from trying to guess or try to move, but it's very hard. Lars has gotten some of the most broken hit stuff ever with the stomp, especially in Season 2 beginning. The stomp, it was so crazy. Alisa with the chainsaw buffs, like the chainsaw L sweep, then now is safer on block, and the chainsaw forward 1+2, a fucking grenade of chainsaws that's +3 on block. And it was +7 before. Like, it's unbelievable what they did to these two characters. Alisa now flies all over the place and destroys your mental like crazy. I despise playing against both characters because I think they are the symbol of honestly, the symbol of Tekken 8. The symbol of how broken Tekken 8 has become during the years and how it's unrecognizable. If you watch Lars playing, you don't even recognize Tekken. You see him doing blah, 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 lightnings, shooting everywhere, plus frames everywhere, stands into stands. It's unbelievable. And same applies for Alisa, honestly. Like, oh my fucking god, man. They are the most obnoxious, broken, piece of shit, stupid, brain dead characters I've ever seen in my life. And same applies for Clive, of course. I don't think like I will you know, I won't say something on Clive, by the way. Oh my fucking god, he's become fucking Scorpion, guys. He has become fucking Scorpion. He has moves that control the range from 3 kilometers, and also you know, his hit is super broken. They try to fix his hit a little bit. His hit now is weaker, but overall, a very easy zero execution, you know, character that has very small gaps in his offense. And honestly, most times you're just here forced to guess or try to pray to see something in his incredible, broken, stupid effects. By the way, Clive's effects are so stupid and they destroy the way your eyes. Like I was almost about to become blind when I was playing Clive. In fact, I don't play Clive anymore. I don't like the character and what he has become. And honestly, guys, I don't know what to say. It's just like they buffed Clive even more. Down back 1, 0 on block homing and launches. I don't know. I don't know what to say. The fucking get over here stuff that he has from Scorpion, 3 kilometers throw that puts you into +3 into his face. Like, honestly, what are they even thinking when they made Clive in season 2? Like, why would you buff an already very strong character? Okay, why? They tried nerfing his hit recently, and of course it worked a little bit, but he's still super strong in my opinion. Still super strong character, he conditions you like crazy, his stance is very strong, and he didn't receive much nerfs from Season 1, so he still retains all of his good properties from Season 1, he's still a super strong character, and honestly, I think, guys, that all the characters from tiers 1 to 2 should deserve some nerfs in some areas. Especially the last card, especially Lars, Asuka, Lidia, Jun, all of these cards deserve some nerfs now, honestly. Alisa deserves some nerfs, Lars deserves some more nerfs, like honestly, Bryan deserves some nerfs. I'll make a strength tier list very soon, guys, so make sure to follow me in my journey. But yeah, that's basically it regarding all the characters. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Thanks everybody for all of your support. I really enjoyed these runs with you guys, and you know, it was a fun run. I'm gonna continue doing my work. I'm gonna continue doing now I'm gonna do some GOD1 runs with my mains, and maybe, who knows, I'll play every card to the GOD1, maybe, I don't know. Thanks everybody for your support. I love you all. Thanks everybody for all of your subs, all of your comments, all of your support, all of your donations, everything. We've grown so much on Twitch. We are so much bigger on Twitch, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you everybody for all of your support. And guys, I don't know what to say anymore. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys very soon again, and take care. Take care. Take care. Bye.